I will probably get it out immediately. To be fair, I'll probably whip it out. Johnny boy, we are back, my man, and it is the Groove Junction, and here we are again for another week.
Another week. Now, I did say to you last week, I'll be back this week. And here I am.
Guess what? You've landed.
Man, landed, man. Proper. I'm here.
So before we get into it, everyone, welcome along to the Groove Junction. Thank you for joining us yet again for our 6th-month anniversary edition of the Groove Junction. 20 countries, top 20% of all Spotify video podcasts. You know, we are doing what we do best, and that's talking a load of rubbish about DJing.
So he's not rubbish, is he? He's not rubbish. I'll tell you what, though, I'm a bit gutted, actually, because we were doing a little bit of chatting before we started recording, and I forgot me thingies.
You what?
What they called?
What, these?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Well, you wait.
Oh, that was very...
Oh, that was pretty good. That's a bit delayed. It's okay. It's okay. Hang on. I've got something here. I haven't got a party popper because I left it indoors.
Okay. Confetti, nice. Love that. Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, mate. I was totally against it, to be honest, but any opportunity to get a streamer out, I suppose, maybe.
Well, that's it. Now look at the state of my office.
I know. Tell me about it. So 6 months, we've been going, absolutely loving it. Still getting some great feedback from people. So we're still here. We're still going to keep doing it. We were committed. We're still here.
Absolutely. And I don't regret 1 minute of it.
No, but yeah, we came here to party tonight, really, and that's what we're doing. And like, I'm yes, let's do it.
Oh, mate, you've got even mate. You've got
a bit out. I've got a drink. I've got
a drink. I've
gone beer. You gone soft. I've got my glow stick. I've got my party poppers. I've got some popcorn on the go as well. I'm having a great time with this episode already.
Mate,
it's going to be a cracker.
I've got some Pringles and a protein bar.
How the other half live.
So, Betty, what have you been up to then, apart from getting all your supplies for this evening?
Yes. Well, I thought about it. I mean, let's go back slightly. I was not going to make a big thing about this, but you were like adamant about it. It's a big thing. We're getting to 6 months. I'm like, no,
it's a big thing. 6 months.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And we're here. And we're talking DJing, and we're talking about all the arts that we do, whether you're a mobile DJ, whether you're a club DJ, whether you're a bedroom DJ, any of that, any producer, performer, whatever it is, we're here. We're here to talk about it. We're here to have a good time. We're trying to shed a bit of light on it, or our perspective on it.
I like the sound of it already.
But yeah, we're here for all of that. But so God, what happened last week? Where was I last week? Manchester. Went up to Manchester for Silent Disco last Saturday. Really good fun.
It's a long drive, isn't
it? Yeah, just over 3 hours for me. Yeah, long drive. Yeah, but it's always Manchester's always a good gig. 1,200 people.
Nice.
It was great, mate.
Good stuff. That.
Yeah, it was a great night. I can't. It was a 90s night. We had Adam Snowball, friend of the show, been on.
Good guy. Like him.
Yeah, he was crafty. I'm going to say this. I know because he lifted. He's crafty, right?
Go on.
He sends me an update screenshot of the map, telling me his ETA. Top right hand corner of the screenshot is the Groove Junction. He's got the Groove Junction on. Yeah.
Why are you driving?
I wouldn't like to say. Maybe he had it on before he set off, and he was just showing me the route that he was going to be taking. But yes, he had it on. So yeah, cheeky little screen grab of us.
Love that.
So Adam was on. Adam was doing the 90s indie and rock. So he was all over that like an absolute rash.
Love that.
And we had DJ Mischief, Maggie, who is a great DJ. She's really good. She's been with the company a while now. She was doing the Green Channel, the pop and the dance from the 90s, and I was left with the R&B and hip hop and a little bit of garage on the side. But yeah, it was a good night. And also I met up with Dom Wood, who I said last week that he was the regional finalist for the Northwest. Well, he actually won the wedding awards DJ. Yeah, round of applause. Oh, where's my round of applause button? I can't find it. Hold on, there it is. There we go. Yeah, fade that out. Yeah, Dom won the regional Northwest weddings DJ of the year. So I met up with him. We had a drink, had a good old chinwag, did a bit of networking, which is great, and that's what it's all about, really.
Absolutely.
That's one reason why we created this pod, and we wanted to do that. Is all about the networking.
It is all about the networking, because you learn a lot from networking. Not only do you make friends, you do learn a lot of things. I've learned a lot from you in the year or so that we've known each other.
Really?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Some of the things I've learned from you, things
Name one. Name one thing.
Okay. Placement of speakers.
Placement of speakers. Okay, let's start with that topic of conversation then.
Okay, so we're not going to ask what I did last week.
No. We'll get there. We'll just rolling with the punch. We're rolling with the punches. So placement of speakers. All right. What advice did I give you about placement?
Well, you said to me, where was I? I came to help. I come down to help you. I come down to do a little bit of wolf mix work for you down in Brentwood, if you remember.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I said to you, you have your speakers back the back there, and you went, yeah, I do, because it doesn't make a lot of difference whether they're 2 foot further forward or 2 foot further back. He said, this way as well, it helps protect my speakers from the drunken people.
Yeah, so I do place my booth, whether that's the combi booth, whether that's the normal Mark II booth that I've got for my mobile DJing. I do place the speakers sort of at behind me at a slight angle. So if I'm standing right behind the DJ booth itself, if I look to my left, around about an 8 o'clock position, 7:30 position, and likewise the other side, sort of about a 4:30 position. I'm just sort of making it visual for people.
Yeah, I like it.
That's where my speakers sit, and that also, I think, helps with engagement as well with the clients and the customers that are in front of you. Is they're not having to get around a load of stuff to get to you to ask requests, and you can see them coming, and you can just go straight to them, and it helps, I think.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the reasons as well. You saying about your guests being able to come up to you. When I go to a venue and there's a stage, and they say, well, do you want to go on the stage? I go, no. So I'd rather be on the floor. And they go, really? You don't want to be on the stage? I'm like, no. If I'm on the floor, then people are going to come up to me and say, oh, can you play this? Can you play it? If I'm on a stage, which, let's be honest, most stages are kind of like, 2-3 foot up in the air, where you got to go around the side and up the steps. They're not going to do that. You're not as approachable as everybody else. So I like to be on floor level. So like you say, with your speakers a little bit further back, then you take away, an obstacle, if you like.
That was one of the little tips. So there you go. There's an early Groove Junction goodie for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Groove Junction goodie. I do like that saying.
Take it or leave it is basically.
I'm taking it, mate. I'm taking it with me. I'm taking it with me.
All right, then. So what did you get up to at the weekends? How was your weekend, sir?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I did nothing. Nothing. I had the weekend off.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, it's exactly what it's like.
Slightly awkward.
Yeah. I literally, I did my radio show, my breakfast show on the Saturday morning.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you did something music related.
Yeah, it was music related, but I mean, it wasn't. And I didn't go out Friday night.
Okay.
Well, that's a lie. I say I didn't go out Friday. I didn't have any work. I didn't do any gigs at the weekend. So Friday night, I went to my lockup and I emptied it completely out and found stuff I forgot I even had that I'm now getting rid of.
Nice.
Right. So I will be putting some stuff up like for sale and this, that, and the other. So yeah, I'll literally come back with half a car full of stuff. Things like Gig Bar 2 with stand and flight case, my old Tractor S5 controller, a laser light. Forgot a laser light. Yeah, some poles. Yeah, I've got a DJ stand with LED starlit cloth thing around it. Yeah, forgot I had that. Gotta get rid of it. Gotta sell it. Oh, hang on. Alexa's talking to me. I thought I muted her. Sorry, she wants to join in the party.
It's the only female that does talk to you.
Hey?
It's the only female that does talk to you.
Well, yeah. To be fair, and the thing is with her, she does what I tell her.
Cool. All right, so you had a quiet week. However, you did a hell of a lot of admin.
I did loads of admin. I did a lot of sorting out of music as well. Like took the time to like sit down, go through some playlists, get some new music, make sure that because one of the things when I first went over from CDs, if you like, to digital, a lot of the quality of a lot of the tracks that I had digitally were like two, mate. When I what's the one under 192, like in kpbs or whatever it's
I have
called.
not got a clue what you're talking about
But
right now.
anyway, they were really low. So
Okay.
I sort of went through and was like, right, I play that song a lot. I want a 320 version of it, so it's like a better quality. So I was doing that. So I spent a lot of time doing that and getting playlists ready for this week's parties. That's pretty. I ate a lot of junk food and I drank a lot of drinks and
Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
That was it, and nothing as exciting as going to Manchester.
Bit of family time, though.
Yeah, we spent a bit of time with the boy. Played a bit of Xbox. I don't play Xbox very often.
No.
I played a bit of Xbox, which was nice. It was good. Bit of time with the kids. Well, Clark, Amelia's like a 22-year-old, just stays in her room all the time. And I've been married for 13, 14, 15, I don't know how long, too long. And I don't talk to the wife anyway, so it doesn't really, it's only Clark and the dog.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it was a good weekend.
Yeah. Sounds like you're winning. All right.
Winning.
All right. So I'm going to ask the question then. So, and maybe some DJs out there will relate to this in the fact of you got no gigs. It's Friday, Saturday. You're sitting there. Did you get the itch?
Yeah.
Did you?
Got to about 10 o'clock and I'm like, oh, I'd be playing this if I was at a party.
Like that, is it?
It was. And I was very, very close to coming out to my little studio out here and setting up my controller and going on Mixcloud and doing a live stream.
Oh, really?
I was that close because it was just like, there's nothing on telly on a Friday night, Saturday night. There's nothing on telly. There is. I mean, there is nothing. There's nothing. So I was like, I might go out to the office and do a little streaming. And then I thought it's going to take me like half hour to set it all up. By the time I've done that, I'll be tired and want to go to bed. So I didn't do it. But
you had the itch. You had the feeling
absolutely.
of, I could have jumped in the motor with Matt and could have gone up to
You know what? Right. When you said to me that, what am I doing? I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday last week. So what are you doing the weekend? I said to you, I'm not really doing anything. Oh, you come up to Manchester and keep me company. And I thought you was joking, to be fair. So I didn't really think any more of it.
It's a long drive.
And then I'm sitting there Saturday night and I think I could be in Manchester right now.
Exactly.
I could be keeping the light job company, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And it was a good night. And the Manchester gig, all of the gigs that we do from a silent disco perspective are big events. I'd like to say they're big events. And I think when I spoke to Dom, who came and he turned up before we opened the doors and had a look around, and I think it sort of blew his mind a little bit, actually, the events that we put on. And I need to do some more behind the scenes footage of this.
We could do that the weekends. I could help you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it on Friday. Let's do a bit of that.
Yeah, let's do it. Where are we? Hereford.
Yeah.
So far, Wales, isn't it? Somewhere over there.
It's another long drive.
Yeah.
It's another long drive on Friday.
Long drive. It's okay. Yeah. Well, we could do some stuff in the car. We could do some recording in the car. Let's do plane spotting because I know we're going to go past Heathrow.
Oh my God!
Are we going past Heathrow?
I think we might be going separate cars, ladies and gentlemen.
You'd be bored. You'd be bored without me in the car.
Yeah. Whilst you're talking, actually, you were talking about setting up streaming. Let's talk streaming because I've streamed the last couple of gigs that I've done from a silent disco perspective, and people go, "What? How can you stream a silent disco?" Well, you can, and you can hear exactly what they're hearing. Otherwise, you're just going to listen to a load of people scream and shout and pretending that they can sing if you don't use the equipment correctly. But streaming, I know you did quite a bit of streaming during the pandemic, and
loads.
Yeah, he did loads, and I never something I never really sort of considered or really wanted to do either, to be honest. But some people did. And you mentioned just then time to set up, but we've got a lot of people that we know through our little network as well that stream a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Benefits for streaming for you?
For me, as far as if I do a TikTok live, one of the things that I have found is I gain a lot of followers. I gain a lot of followers on TikTok when I live stream.
Yeah. Okay.
I do get gifts and everything, but I'm not, the gifts that you get are like 0.1 pence. You have to get about 1 million gifts given to you before you make a penny.
Yeah.
So it's not the gift side of it, but the followers that come in from it. I get a lot of followers. I mean, I do a live stream every Saturday morning when I do my radio show.
Yeah.
I don't tend to live stream when I do a gig, although I do have the equipment to be able to do it so that you can hear the music nicely rather than that tinny sound that you get if you just do it through your phone, which, yeah. So I've got the iRig and everything. I might even have a crack at it this weekend, see how we go, at the silent disco. But yeah, the followers, I've made friends from it, and I've had 2 parties through TikTok now.
Have you?
Yeah, not massive amounts, but I did someone's wedding. They said, I said, "Oh, how did you hear about me?" I said, "Well, I've been watching you on TikTok for ages, and we just love you, love what you do, love your setup. We want you to for our wedding, and here you are." So, yes, mate.
Excellent. Love that.
Love that. So yeah, you have to buy a little bit of extra bit of equipment. You can't, if you want to do it so you get a good sound. Not what you do with your silent discos. I use the iRig, which I think is about £100 now, £120, something like that. Yeah.
I think you can get them cheaper than that. Yeah, some of the iRigs, but and we're sort of touching on a little bit of what we discussed when Adam Snowball was on when we talked about his karaoke stuff. But he and I stream via a device which is called the YOLO box, which is basically a really glorified Android tablet, basically, that you can plug in HDMI inputs into, as well as USB inputs, and it just you stream your event. So you're basically picking up multiple cameras, or you can plug in multiple cameras and stream that. And I originally got this because I wanted to make it a little bit more interactive rather than just people seeing me DJing at an event, but also being able to see the crowd that's in a very, very large cathedral dancing around, because I think that you get a lot from that. And I think Adam in particular has captured that with streaming the karaoke's, which we discussed the other week, because it draws you in. You can sit there for 3 hours going, "Oh, I can't wait to see the next singer." I hope they're going to be really good or really, really bad. And you can watch it in that context. And from a silent disco perspective, anybody's in front of us in front of the stage dancing, people go, "Oh, look at that person dancing, and he's having the best time of his life," or look at what clothing she's wearing," or whatever it may be. But it can draw in a lot of conversations from streaming.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I do, obviously, when we do a silent disco together, we finish and we pack up and load the car, and we 9 times out of 10 we find the closest McDonald's for something to eat. So by then we're hungry because we'll be jumping around for 3 hours.
We have talked about ticking them off.
Yeah, well, we can tick a few more off this weekend, I'm sure. Maybe not a few, but we always say to each other when we were sitting down, they went silent disco. It's got like freedom or choose life or whatever written across their clothing and all that.
Yeah.
And it's so I can see what you're saying when people looking at a live feed. Man, look what all glow in the dark stuff, neon clothing and all that. Yeah,
I think streaming is a positive. It does have its pitfalls because there is some horrible people online who are
there is some trolls out there
who are going to say stuff for the sake of saying it. But ultimately, I think it benefits you as a DJ for what you're doing, your ability to do what you do. I like Dan Nicholson's stuff that he does on a Friday morning. Actually, he live streams for a few hours on a Friday morning, really mixes it up, the genres that he covers. But yeah, I just think it's a really good way of getting stuff out there. And from a silent disco perspective, because I'll only ever do it at a silent disco, I will never do it at a wedding, somebody's wedding. I will never do it at somebody's birthday party or something else, a private event, because it's their event.
If you did a pub gig, would you do it at a pub gig? where there's not an occasion, it's just like when you're there.
Yeah, maybe pubs and bars are different, and clubs are slightly different.
I've done it at a pub before.
I think any private event, whether a wedding or a birthday party, I think is a different situation. But
it's private. It's a private thing.
Exactly.
You know, I think it should stay like that. Personally, I do believe that. You know.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna dig out the iRig. I'm gonna bring it with me on Friday.
Let's do that. Let's
you can help me set it up.
All right.
So long since I've done it.
We'll be there nice and early, so we'll set it up. I'll stream from my channel, and you can stream from your channel.
Yeah, we'll do that. I do think you're going back to the trolling and the mods and everything. In lockdown, we weren't allowed to. Obviously, I do like children's entertainment and that as well, and do schools. And the schools were still sort of like 2 meters apart, and they said, you're not allowed. So they weren't allowed to have discos. But this one school reached out to me and they said, look, we've seen you on Mixcloud. Can you stream us a party just for our school? So we went through all the logistics of it, and it's like, yeah, if you feed it into your classroom with speakers and all that, you can listen to it. What I'll do is I'll make it a private session, and I will have a moderator to monitor the whole of the chat that comes through. Now, the teachers could use the chat box and talk to me, and then they'd say, oh, look, Billy's dancing really good. Can you give him a shout out? So I'd give him a shout out and all that. Obviously, I can't see any of the kids. Sorry?
I love this idea. This is brilliant.
It's really, really good. So there was streaming to like one whole school. One whole school's got like 7 classes. And like, oh, Billy's dancing really well. Well, it's Gemma's birthday today. Can you give her a shout out? So I'm giving her a shout out whilst being in here.
Mm-hmm.
But to be on the safe side, I got Carmelo to be my moderator. I said, look, Carmelo, anyone that is not related to the school, like, anyone that just happens to find this stream, I need you to just block them. Just block them, and we'll...
Even though you've privatized it?
Yeah, because even though you've privatized it, people can still find you. Because what it does, when you with Mixcloud, when you go on live stream, you get anyone that follows you or whatever, you get a notification to say, oh, this person is streaming.
Right, okay.
Right, so they get it. But if you make it a private, no one gets notified. So you're kind of flying under the radar. And it's not 100%, secure.
Yeah.
And I did explain this to the school. So I had Carmelo as my moderator to make sure that nobody dropped into the chat that shouldn't be there. But no one did, to be fair.
Did anyone?
No. No. And then after that, when all the restrictions have gone, the school's like, let's get you in the school now. So it worked. It was good. I really enjoyed streaming. I did a lot. I did a show on a Wednesday called Whatever Wednesday. It was a case of, depending on what mood I woke up in on a Wednesday morning, as to what genre of music I would play in the evening. And that was how it was, and we'd just do a couple of hours, 8 till 10, 8 till 11, something like that.
I like the way you've carried on the ethos of your own life. However I wake up in the morning is how you're going to take me.
Exactly that, yeah. It works,
when I call you in the morning for that morning chat coffee, how you doing, mate? He's gone out the wrong side of the bed, ladies and gentlemen. Finished the conversation very quickly.
So then during the lockdown as well with the streaming, on a Saturday morning, I used to because I'm quite an early riser anyway. I'm up at like 5 every morning. So I get up early at the weekend. So I'd come out here and I'd just do like a Saturday morning chill out session, which was just like chill out music. Now, when I was streaming, I'm like one of the first. I wasn't the first, but I was one of the first to use green screen like in streaming. So I had like all these different backgrounds behind me, like waterfalls and animals and all that sort of stuff. And then we did a Saturday morning chill out. And then as the weeks went on, one of the things I noticed with Mixcloud, because we were quite like, we were quite locked down. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't go anywhere.
No, I remember.
Yeah. So one of the things I noticed that Mixcloud, a lot of people on Mixcloud put millions of pounds into their servers to get it all working good. And it was good. But one of the things I noticed that there was nothing for the kids. There was nothing for the kids at all. It was all adult music and this and the other. Oh. So I did a Saturday afternoon family fun sort of like session.
Nice.
Mate, honestly, I had people ringing, like messaging me, it's such and such's birthday, Saturday. She's 8 years old. Can you do her a happy birthday for us on your stream? And I've got videos and photos where people in lockdown moved all their furniture in their front room to make a dance floor and put up disco lights, and they've got me on the telly.
Love that.
Yeah, I've got pictures of that. And what with the green screen, I could have birthday cakes coming up and confetti cannons going off. And, you know, I learned a lot about all of the streaming side of it because I had nothing else, I had nothing to
So
do
you
during the
learn
day.
how to use a laptop.
Well, OBS, learned
OBS.
how to use OBS. And OBS is a powerful tool and it's free.
Yeah.
Love that. So, yeah,
Good stuff.
streaming. Huh?
Love it. Love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I love it. So, yeah, good stuff. And then obviously the restrictions were lifted, and we all sort of went back to normal life as if you were. And I don't have time to stream anymore. I just don't have time.
Too busy talking to me.
Well, it is one of those things, mate. It's a good job we don't do it on a Wednesday. Then I'd have no excuse.
You got to make sacrifices somewhere,
mate. Honestly, every cloud has a silver lining.
Lovely. Should we have a little break and we'll come back in a minute?
Go on then.
No, I'm asking the question. Should we have a little break and we'll come back in a minute?
I need to go to the little man's room.
All right. I'll see you after the break, John.
To the break.
Welcome back, John. Did you wash your hands?
Welcome back, mate. You still stuffing your face?
Mate, I'm on the popcorn. Like I said, this is party edition, 6 months anniversary. I am chomping down on the old popcorn, excuse me.
Well, do you want Pringle?
No, you're right. I've got popcorn. I don't need Pringles.
What flavour's your popcorn?
Sweet.
What, just sweet or sweet and salty?
No, just
Why are you laughing?
Sweet.
Why are you laughing?
It's the way you went. What flavour?
Yeah, well, what flavour? Well, don't you like the mystery of whether you're going to have a salt or sweet bit? Do you not like that? Do you not like...
Look at you living on the edge.
Honestly, Aerosmith did a song called Living on the Edge. It's quite good, actually. But yes, but you take one, you give it, oh, that's a bit salty, that one. Oh, yeah, a bit sweet. That's sweet. Yeah, I like that one. No, you don't do that? No?
I can't believe we're talking about this. We're supposed to be having a serious conversation about DJing and DJ Network to help you out. And we're talking about popcorn, whether it's sweet or salty, or whether you want any salt and vinegar Pringles.
It's no different from asking, would you like a drink at the bar?
That's very true.
And I know you're a Jack Daniels and Coke drinker because I remember when last year you had plenty at the Focus Retreat, if you remember rightly.
I wouldn't say plenty. Because you just never know who's listening. No, you just don't know who's listening.
We drank responsibly.
We did.
We did.
We
drank out of a glass and everything.
Yeah. Not the bottle. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did have a great time. We did. But I'm looking forward to it again in March, to be honest. Yeah, the Pro Mobile Focus and Retreat. 2 days, Sunday and the Monday.
Yeah.
End of March. If you haven't been aware, we have mentioned it a few times on here. But if you need to, go search Pro Mobile Focus and Retreat on the old Googles.
Yeah, Googles.
And
also, if you have got
the Pro Mobile magazine.
Yeah, the Pro Mobile magazine. You will see that on the Sunday night, there is an award ceremony. There's 8 or 9 different awards that I think they give out.
I feel like we're going over old ground, but go on then. Let's talk about it. Go on.
Oh, no, mate. All I was going to say is that, if you haven't already, you don't have to go to the Pro Mobile Retreat.
No, but you can still vote.
You can still vote for all the different categories that are in there, and I will leave it at that.
Do you know what? I'm gonna put the link on the screen right now of where you can go and do the vote.
Yeah, and there's 8 different categories to vote.
There is, and the last category is a category that's very close to John's heart because he's currently still the holder of the DJ's DJ of the year. Yes,
I never mentioned that.
Need I say any more? We've never mentioned this on the podcast, but actually, as we were driving away on the Monday, I contacted my brother-in-law, who is a voiceover artist, who then I said to him, I need you to create me a jingle. And he created me, 3 or 4 jingles?
I think it was about 4 jingles he got.
Yeah, 3 or 4 jingles. Announcing that John was the Pro Mobile's DJ of the Year 2024.
And I've had that on my radio show quite often.
You can't anymore.
I can. Of course I can. Because I'm still holding it. I'm still the holder of it.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Well, I'm not being funny, right? you know, if you have a boxing match and you win the world title, right? You've still won that world title.
Do you know what? It would be incredible. Could you imagine? And I'm not saying for one instance I'm ever going to win this, but could you imagine if I won it?
Mate, how
you
cool would that be? Because then we could both stand there with our little.
God, I would rub it in your face every week.
Yeah, no, you probably would actually.
I would just.
You know, I wonder, can I still win it again? Can I win it 2 years on the trot?
Just for the comedy effect, I'll just be rubbing it in your face every week,
mate. Yeah, the thing is, you really would, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, 100%.
See, I'm not allowed to talk about it. So I've only brought it up like once, and I'm not allowed to talk about it.
If you haven't voted, please head over to the link that's on the screen right now and give us your vote. That'd be great. Oh dear, that'd be lovely.
You know what, Matt? If you win it,
yeah,
I will buy you. I'll return the favour like you did to me last year, with copious amounts of alcoholic beverages on the Sunday evening after the awards ceremony.
See, that was me thinking that you were going to make me a jingle, but I was thinking to myself, don't make me a jingle.
I can make you a jingle, mate. I have got the voice of an angel. I'll make you a jingle.
Yeah. Anyway, so the promo poll event is still happening. It's not gone away. We're going to be there.
We'll be there.
Other people are going to be there.
Yeah. And maybe we're going to take the Groove Junction with us.
We are going to take the Groove Junction with us. There may be still a couple of tickets floating around for that. If you haven't got one, but it's definitely worthwhile doing. It's a really valuable tool for anyone who's looking to network and get some tips and tricks and other bits and pieces. It's definitely helped me this year. I went for the first one last year.
Good fun.
Well, meeting you, John, I did.
Well, we met other DJs as well.
Yeah, no, we did. Yeah. But it was definitely worthwhile. But yes,
I do feel that so far this second half of the podcast is like you concentrating on drumming up votes for the DJ of the year 2025, and you eating popcorn, and I kind of, it just and drinking another.
I'm on the beer.
Are you on a beer? Is that a can of beer?
Yeah.
It's not a very big can of beer, is it?
I like the little stumpies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's not about size though, is it?
Never.
Go on then, let's move on. Earlier on, we was talking about prep, right?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So you don't take any spare equipment with you, do you? On your gigs, you haven't got like a spare controller or anything like that, have you?
No, God no.
No. So what do you do? What are you gonna do if? Hopefully it doesn't. Fingers crossed, it doesn't. But if it all went Pete Tong, what would you do? Plug a phone
in? That's a good question. Good question. I've made it clear on the podcast previously that I don't have a van. I do it out of my big SUV vehicle, seats down, everything loaded in. Yeah, interesting question, really. I don't know because it's never happened.
Okay, but
has it ever happened to you?
Yes. Yeah.
Go on. What failed?
So the Prime 4 failed.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go. It's a Denon Pioneer thing. Okay, gotcha. Right. But
isn't it?
Well, it failed at a wedding, and yeah, and it literally just stopped, just cut out, stopped, restarted. Now the thing is with my controller anyway, it takes about a minute to start up and everything before you can start going off again straight away. It's not like a turntable where you just put the sound on and go and off away you go.
Padding for time.
Yeah, but when I switched from my tractor controller, my Tractor S5 over to the Prime 4, quite a few, probably 6 to 8 months after having my Prime 4, I always took the Tractor S5 with me as a backup, just in case. And this was luckily that I did take this controller with me because I did need to switch it out. Now,
is that because you don't have the confidence in the Denon?
It was, no, because at the time the Denon was flawless. There was nothing wrong with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this
that
literally just
failed on you.
It just failed on me. I had no warning whatsoever. It just failed, and it was just like, right. And I went up to the groom and I said, "Listen, tech issue. I've got to switch out. I'm going to lose song. Lose music for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Do what you got to do." He wasn't bothered. Wasn't fazed by it. Expecting to look up from changing everything over to an empty dance floor. No, they still stayed there. Right. Switched it out. Put the S5 back in. Away we did the rest of the evening. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go on to a 10-month to and fro in with In Music, who were trying to fix the Denon because I said they couldn't work out, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I've now got a Denon Prime 4 Plus, and I've also got a Pioneer Flex 4 that I take out as my spare. So I do take a spare controller with me, which the Flex 4, if anyone knows, it's only about that big. Takes up next to no room.
Yeah.
So I've always got a spare.
I would actually lie to you in the sense of something has failed on me. You sort of reminded me. So I did a house party, 6 years ago, maybe.
Okay, wow.
And this was an 16th, 17th-year-old house party in a very nice area of London. They had to employ door staff for the house party. Yeah. There was a load of kids. I can tell you now, right? At one point, the kids were jumping that hard on the ground. I thought because we were on the ground floor, but they had a basement area. It was like over four flights house. We were on the ground floor. The kids were jumping that much. I thought at one point we were actually going to go through the floor because I could feel it jump, like bouncing so much. Kids were bouncing around that much. They knocked into my decks that I had. I can't even remember what I had. Can't even remember what I had, but they failed.
Really?
Yeah. They'd done something whilst jumping around and they landed on my stuff. Something happened to the controller and I think one of the channels or something had gone on it, and that's the only time.
So what did you do with that?
That was pretty much the night coming to an end anyway because of how raucous it was getting. Raucous, it was getting quite bad. And the parents actually said, "I think we should just knock it on the head now."
Okay, yeah.
Actually,
someone sensible there.
And to be fair to them, the controller was done. They brought me a new controller.
Oh, what? Nice. Yeah. You saying about the jumping around. I remember doing a party again quite a few years ago at one of the pubs in Riddle down the road. It was this is 17th, 18th, something like that. Above the pub, it's playing a song, dance floors pumping as it is, lovely. And then all of a sudden, the manager of the pub come running up to you. You got to stop playing this music. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Stop playing it? He said, well, they're bouncing and all the glasses on the shelves downstairs are falling off and smashing behind the bar. So you've got to stop them jumping. How'd you tell 40, 50 teenagers, you can't dance.
Everyone stop jumping.
Everyone stop jumping. Everyone get on the floor and let's do oops upside your head. Yeah. But yeah, so similar. But it's got a new controller out.
Yeah, I did. But to answer the question, no, I don't take any spares. And I'd be interested to know from our listeners out there, if you're in the mobile game, whether or not you've got spare equipment and what spare equipment that is. Realistically, lighting you can probably get away with. It's more so on the controller, laptop side of things. So let us know in the comments on Spotify or in the comments on YouTube.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to know because
or just contact us. We'll see them.
We've got email addresses and everything.
We've got email addresses and everything.
Yeah, of course
they're in the description.
In the description, mate.
They're there.
Yeah.
Let us know and we'll bring them up. We'll mention you next week.
I think that's the thing. I think that is the thing is that you could if one speaker like set speakers like one side of your speakers went you get away with that. You still got one. If a light goes, you've probably still got half a dozen still flashing about anyway, so you get away with that one. It is really more the output. You said the controller or that sort of thing. How do you get around that? I know that one of my friends he went to a party last week and he forgot to take his lighting laptop with him, so he had to do everything sound to light. But she wasn't. The party was fine. It's only us DJs that notice all the hard work that goes into programming lights.
Yeah.
The general public and the person who put you, they probably don't have a clue.
No.
So
no, I agree. But it's all about standards, isn't it?
100%. And my standards are. I like to think my standards are quite high.
Well,
I like to think. Yeah. Thanks for the backup.
Yeah, we don't need to say anything more.
No.
To be fair, actually, I have blown a set of speakers. They weren't my speakers. I was doing a pub gig and I blew their mid-range of their speakers.
Lovely.
Or was it? No, I actually blew the tops of their speakers, not the mid-range, and all you could hear was the mid-range.
Right. So very basic.
Yeah, they never invited me back.
That's funny, that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why.
You know what? I mean, I've got like two sets of different speakers. To be fair, they're both made by RCF, but
Greedy.
Yeah. I've got a black setup and a white setup. You see, I've got different speakers.
Greedy.
And my speakers, they do go through. They do go through it. You know, what with the vocal over, like me talking on the microphone over the top of the music, things like that. They do, and I think that the standard of the build of the equipment that's being made nowadays, you know, it's far superior to what it was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I think that when you buy something now, you know, you'll take controller for £2,500-3,000 or whatever. You kind of know that it's gonna last 5 years plus.
Yes.
You know, if you go and buy a £79 controller from Argos, you know you're probably not going to see December with it.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'd love to know people's thoughts on all of the. Do you take any backup stuff? It'd be really interesting to gauge from the community whether or not anyone does take any. Even if you're a club DJ, like how many USBs do you take? Do you always take loads of spares? Do you take the laptop as well? Do you?
I always.
Know.
When I do the silent discos, I take my laptop with me as a backup.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'll be interested to know what people take with them, whether you're a mobile DJ, club DJ. It'd be nice to know.
It would be nice to know. It'd be nice to know.
Really nice. I was going to mention something else, and I've just completely gone out of my head.
Well, that'd be old age.
Yeah. Oh yeah, controller. Yeah.
Oh, we'll go back to the AZ.
Yeah.
Have you got it yet?
No.
Are you any closer to getting it?
I hope so. I don't want to jinx it.
I don't
want to jinx it, but I think I'm a little bit closer.
A little bit closer.
I feel it's getting closer to me. However, I've still got no conclusion on that yet.
So when your new controller arrives,
yes,
are you gonna be like, I'm on it straight away out the box, turn it on, set it all up, settings, download the latest firmware, plug your USB in, make sure the laptop works with it? Are you going to do that, or are you going to be one of those that
just leave it in the box for a day or two?
Yeah, you've been waiting since October for this bad boy.
The unicorn.
The unicorn.
I will probably get it out immediately. To be fair, I'll probably whip it out.
Whip it out on the table
straight away and start getting down and dirty with it.
Have you got plates with it coming?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and then secondly, also, I've then got a second controller as a backup.
Good shout, man. Good shout.
Yeah, you see, every cloud. But yes, it still hasn't arrived. The AZ, the unicorn of controllers currently out there. Anyone who's got theirs in the UK that listens to this podcast, congratulations. I'm
not that you say that through gritted teeth or nothing, but
not that I'm envious in any way, shape, or form with you. But no, I just looking forward to when mine comes, and hopefully it comes and it's all in one piece, and no, there's no damage to it, or there's nothing wrong with it.
You started this conversation with saying I don't want to jinx it.
I know.
You just got to put a load of stuff on it. What's the matter with you?
I know.
No, it does look a beast of machine, and I'm sure that it's got like 1,001 different things that you can do with it that I'm sure you'll utilise.
Yeah, and like I said to you a few weeks ago, I've done my homework on it. And I want to get better. I've got into a bit of a rut with DJing, using the same effects and stuff for outing and other bits and pieces and stem work, and I just want to do something a little bit different. And
it'd be interesting to see what we're talking about next podcast.
Well, next week?
Well, yeah, hopefully with a bit of luck.
Well, you never know. If it does,
if you're that bit closer, it might be it.
If it arrives, I'm going to get the party poppers out again.
Oh, mate, I'm all over that.
Yeah. That's it. So what you got planned, mate, coming up?
Right, so Thursday, I'm going over to Hertfordshire, help someone out with a school disco.
Do I know him?
Yeah, you know him.
Do I?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I'm gonna be that person that sits at the back, that sits on his hands, so I don't get involved. Because I do love doing a school disco, but I'm just gonna leave it to you. I'm just gonna help you set up and pack away. And
yeah, you're coming. Not that I'm desperate for the help or anything, but you're coming over and you're lending me some equipment that's going to enhance.
Oh yeah.
the experience of my kids' party. So I appreciate that. So what else you got coming up?
Friday, I'm in Hereford for a silent disco, and I am on I do Decades, and I'm on Naughties.
You're doing all songs from the Naughties on the Blue Channel this weekend.
Blue Channel, yeah. I've even got my blue attire washed, ironed, and ready.
Let me guess what that is then. Was it your American football chart?
No, well, it wasn't actually.
Oh,
it wasn't, because I'm just assuming that you're on the green channel.
No.
Oh, are you not?
I'm on the red.
Have you got a red football shirt?
I'm wearing my red American football shirt.
Right, so I won't be wearing mine then. I won't be wearing mine. Last time I thought he's going to kill. Honestly, if looks could kill, I thought he's going to kill. I thought he was going to have to walk home from Guildford at one point.
Well, yeah. It was
so no, it's just a plain blue T-shirt, very boring.
Okay, good.
All right. Good. And then Saturday I've got a 40th in Chelmsford.
Nice.
And then Sunday is family day.
Always.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. What about you?
I've got a school disco on Thursday. I've got some bloke coming from Essex to give me a hand.
Trust him. Essex?
No, not really.
No.
I mean, trust me. I've got hold of his DBS.
Good shout. That's the first thing I would have done. And all.
You can't be too careful.
No, you can't. No.
Especially people from Essex. Sorry, I'm never going to get booked in Essex again.
So all work for me. Thank you very much.
So that's Thursday, and then Friday I'm off to Hereford with another bloke. I know. Car sharing to Hereford, saving the environment.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this offline, but nice venue for food before the gig starts.
What, otherwise Hereford?
No, in Hereford.
Are we in Hereford?
Yeah, we'll go with the event team.
Oh, okay.
Great, yeah, really good. And then Saturday, another silent disco, another Decades one down in Portsmouth Cathedral. So Hereford Cathedral Friday night, Portsmouth Cathedral Saturday night.
Love that.
Yeah.
Sunday?
I am trying to catch up on sleep.
Okay, good shout. You got a lot of driving this weekend to do?
Yeah, driving doesn't bother me. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't. No, I've driven a lot and it doesn't really affect me, to be honest. But yeah, just spend some time with the fam on Sunday. Really
nice. Yeah. Like that. Take the wife out for dinner?
Do you know what? We were going to go out for a curry this week on Sunday.
Curry.
But little one's not that well, so we've put that on hold. So yeah,
I thought you could say left her home and went anyway.
Went on table for two instead.
Do you eat spicy food then? Do you?
Not massively.
No, I'm not very adventurous when it comes to Indian, if I'm honest.
But yeah, no, it's good. But we go. But yeah, so that's the week ahead, man.
Man, love that.
Looking forward to it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man. So have a great week, man.
Oh, is that it? We're done, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a quick 6-month party, wasn't it? How many party pops you got? Because you've only done one.
I've done 2.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well,
that's all I need.
Okay, fair enough.
I've celebrated it. I'm over it now. It's done. It's such old news.
Don't worry, but on the year one, mate, I'm going to get spark streams and everything.
I'm going to get balloons and everything.
It's proper. We should get like a guest.
Go girls and stuff dancing behind and all that. Can you imagine?
If we tuck up Sir Francis, he might be able to put us in contact with some of the people who used to work with in that strip club. I don't think your wife would like that if you had a stripper in your front room just there, would you?
I don't think I could justify putting that through the books.
What, entertainment?
It's not the right entertainment.
Yeah, that's the thing. I hope everyone put their books in before the 31st of January.
Exactly that point.
Did mine. Well, listen, Matty.
Go on, say it.
It's been
a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure, but I can't do the outro because it's not my outro. It's like, I can't do it because it's like you nearly done mine last week. I nearly cried. Taking my saying, I've only got a couple of saying, and you tried taking it.
You got 3.
See, a thruple.
On that note, thank you very much for joining us on this very special 6-month anniversary edition.
It's been good.
Of the Groove Junction. Me and John are still here, loving it as always. Hope you guys get the benefit out of it just as much as we do. Thanks for joining us. We are going to be back same time, same place. If you haven't subscribed to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts, please hit that subscribe button so you get that notification that a new episode drops, even on YouTube as well, where you can view it. And on Spotify, you can also view the video of us sitting here talking all things DJ rather than just listening to it. So if you've got a spare moment to do that instead.
You'll be able to see the confetti.
You'll be able to see the confetti, exactly that. And also you'll be able to see visually all the links to the Pro Mobile stuff that we've been talking about as well. But anyway, enough being said. John, have a great week.
And you, mate.
Everyone,
thanks for having me.
No worries. Thanks for coming back. Everyone out there in listener land, have a safe week. Hope your gigs all go well for you. Hope they're starting to pick up now as we're getting through that January into that February time now. Yeah. Hope you're starting to get those bookings coming in and doing your thing that you guys love doing and not getting the itch like John did last weekend.
Itch. It's all good.
Yeah. I don't know what
it.
I don't know what he's itching though, to be fair. But anyway, that's maybe that's a conversation for his doctor. But thanks for joining. We will see you same time, same place next week on the Groove Junction. Say goodbye, John.
Goodbye, John.
Take care, everyone. See you later.
Take care. See you soon. Take care.